The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Kyle Smith, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Happy New Year, everybody, and we're going to start 2024 in style here at the Well in Des Moines as your Ottumwa girls and boys basketball teams take on Mason City. This is part of what the Iowa Wolves, of course, play here at Wells Fargo Arena. This is part of what they call their high school series. And the Bulldogs and the Riverhawks getting a chance to play where every team hopes to play in March in the state tournament. And we'll see how the Bulldogs and Riverhawks fare tonight. Girls game, of course, first, boys to follow. And in our girls game, Ottumwa comes in at 5-0 under their 5-1. They're 3-0 in Iowa Alliance Conference South Division play. Head coach Joe Vandenberg in his fifth season, career record of 43-45. Now, after the season opening loss at Fort Madison, Ottumwa went into winter break about as strongly as they could, winning 5 games in a row and starting conference play at 3-0. The Bulldogs have not been perfect by any means, and slow starts to second halves were a pretty major issue in the past 3 games. But OHS has shown an ability to get back on track before things go completely off the rails. Now, if Ottumwa was 6-0 instead of 5-1, they might be getting some consideration for the Class 5A rankings, but they have a big opportunity tonight to make their case against what could be the only ranked team the Bulldogs might face in this regular season. Statistically, these two teams are very similar, and OHS might get a taste of its own medicine tonight in the form of pressure defense. Ottumwa has to take care of the ball against a Mason City team that averages 16 steals a game, but the Bulldogs average nearly 16 steals a game themselves, and they'll count on their own pressure to hinder the Riverhawks, who turn it over 15 times a game. Now, Mason City is ranked 5th in Class 4A as we enter 2024. They're 8-1 on the season. They're 2-0 in the Iowa Alliance Conference North Division. And their head coach, Kirk Lawson's in his 17th season in Mason City, his 28th season overall in high school girls coaching, career record of 376 wins, 255 losses. And he's built a girls basketball powerhouse in north central Iowa, taking Mason City into multiple state tournaments and winning the Class 4A championship in 2016. The Riverhawks lost by 6 in the regional final last year, and they're among the 4A favorites again this season. We said the two teams are similar statistically, and that applies to each team's leader as well. Senior Reggie Spots averages 14.3 points a game, nearly mirroring Ottumwa's Camden Krause, who checks in at 14.5 per game. Mason City also has complementary scorers similar to Ottumwa, although the Riverhawks put the ball in the basket a bit more efficiently than the Bulldogs. OHS must guard the three-point line tonight. 39% of Mason City's attempts are from beyond the arc, and their two best shooters are hitting over 40% of their tries from three-point range. From both inside and outside, the Riverhawks are the best shooting team Ottumwa has faced so far, but they do struggle at the foul line, making only 53% from the stripe. That could come into play if OHS can keep this game close. By the way, Mason City is entering a 3-day stretch where they're going to be exhausted by the end of it. They've got, and this is both their girls and boys teams. They play Ottumwa here tonight at Wells Fargo Arena. Tomorrow night, the Riverhawks will play at Fort Dodge. Then Saturday morning, 9:30 girls, 11:30 boys, Mason City will play Sioux City East at the Target Center in Minneapolis. So they're playing 2 arena games in 3 days. And they'll have a very short turnaround after playing Fort Dodge tomorrow night, playing Saturday morning. So we'll wish them best of luck after tonight's game. Right now, we'll take a 2-minute timeout on the Bulldog pregame show. When we return, we will talk about how these two teams were supposed to play here last year and didn't, and how they really haven't met in a very long time, if ever. And then we'll take a look at the conference standings for Ottumwa heading into the new year and the tail of the tape as well. That all comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Opula with Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? You don't really want to cook? Stop in and see us. We are known for the best pizza in Southeast Iowa. Enjoy a mouth-watering steak or an awesome tenderloin. We also have salads, pasta, chicken and fish, and of course, amazing Greek food. Call ahead for carryout. Our full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you for making us your favorite restaurant. We look forward to serving you at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Opa!
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albia Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, a special Thursday night for the Bulldog girls and boys playing at the Wells Fargo Arena, taking on Mason City here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Now, for the girls matchup, we don't have a record of these two teams playing before. Now, obviously, high school basketball in the state goes back a very long time, past the records we have access to. But even when Ottumwa and Mason City were in separate branches of the CIML, they avoided scheduling each other in basketball, mainly because of the long road trips in potentially bad winter weather. Ironically, as new members of the Iowa Alliance Conference last year, this matchup was scheduled for right here at Wells Fargo Arena, only to be canceled by bad winter weather. Well, the boys' game was eventually made up in February of last year. The two girls' teams never did meet, so like we said, tonight's long-delayed matchup will be the first one in a very long time, if ever. As we open the new year, we take a look at the Iowa Alliance South standings. Ottumwa is tied for first place with Des Moines Lincoln. Both teams are 3-0 in South Division play. Bulldogs are 5-1 overall, Lincoln just 3-5. Roosevelt's a game back in third at 2-1. The Rough Riders 4-4 overall. East is 1-2 in fourth place, 1-8 overall. North and Hoover both winless, 0-3 in conference play. North is 0-7 overall. Hoover's 0-9 overall. And we do play Des Moines Lincoln tomorrow night. The Bulldogs are playing back-to-back nights. Not quite as bad as Mason City going back-to-back-to-back and playing Saturday morning for the third game, but the Bulldogs are hoping that they'll have a good effort tonight, but then have enough left in the tank to play at the Roundhouse in Lincoln tomorrow. Let's take a look at that tail of the tape, comparing the two girls' teams statistically, and you can tell that there's a difference in pace of play. Ottumwa was averaging 48.2 points per game, Mason City averaging 63 points a game. The Bulldogs only allow 30.5 points a game. Mason City only allows 34.5, so the Riverhawks want to play faster, but both teams defend well. Rebounding, Ottumwa a slight edge, 29.5 per game to Mason City's 27. Assists per game very similar, Ottumwa 13.5, Mason City 13.3. Steals per game similar as well, Ottumwa 15.7, Mason City 16.3. Turnovers per game, Bulldogs have been a little better than Mason City, 12.7 Bulldog turnovers a game, 15.1 for Mason City. Shooting percentage is where Mason City has the edge statistically. Bulldogs shooting 34.8% overall, Mason City 43%. Three-point shooting, Ottumwa 23.3%, Mason City 33.3%. And free throw percentage, Ottumwa 50.5%. That went way up with a good performance in their last game against Des Moines Roosevelt last month. Mason City, surprisingly not very good at the line, only 53.8%. The warm-up clock is about to run out, but they're doing this kind of like you would do it at a state tournament game where you end the warm-up clock about 5 minutes before tip and then have lineup introductions. So what we're going to do right now, it looks like they're doing introductions before any national anthem. We will take a 2-minute timeout and return. I think we'll be just about ready for the opening tip on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small-town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Wells Fargo Arena, Ottumwa and Mason City tonight. And as I come back, they're about to do the national anthem. So, Andy, we'll need to go right back into a break. 90 seconds and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Hi, this is Cassandra Brewer, clerical lead at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. If you're looking for a local provider to handle you and your family's healthcare needs, consider Mercy One Ottumwa. From pediatrics to geriatrics and everything in between, we are here for you year-round to assist you in your healthcare needs. We also offer our quick care walk-in clinic with no appointment necessary, open Monday through Friday from 7 to 4:30. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, KBIZ in the live video stream. Bulldogs at Wells Fargo Arena taking on Mason City tonight. Good to have you with us. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's get this show on the road. Bulldog starters tonight: Camden Krause, Maya Fuller, Riley Heinbaugh, Briley Yeager, Nellie Morgan. Mason City: Reggie Spots, Kelsey McDonough, Michaela Trask, Grace Birding, and Jalen Falls. Fuller will be in the center circle to jump for Ottumwa against Reggie Spots. Bulldogs in red, Mason City in white. The tip is controlled by Ottumwa, and we're underway. Bulldogs moving right to left as we look at it in the opening half. Camden Krause into the front court. A double team comes, pressuring her up high. She's trapped in the corner. Ball deflected into the backcourt, but rescued by Riley Heinbaugh. Her pass into the front court is loose. Ottumwa trying to get it back. Rescuing it is Krause. Attacks, kicks it left wing to Heinbaugh. Still 13 on the shot clock. Up top to Maya Fuller. Right side, and coming and taking it away is Spots. 2-on-1 the other way, lob it to the right side, and up for the layup. No good. Missing it is Trask, and the rebound to Krause. Boy, we saw that, seeing that pressure defense. It's a 1-3-1 zone, and they look to trap up high. Krause is reached in on and fouled by Jalen Falls. I was hoping that whistle would blow. First foul on Falls, the 5'7" senior. Or pardon me, no, they called a travel. Wow, she had her right away, the arm right across the arm of Krause, but a travel called, so no foul. And Mason City with the ball. On the right wing, Michaela Trask. Let's give it left side, Kelsey McDonough. McDonough dribbles to the wing, now throws it up top for Trask. Three from the top of the key is good. Boy, they shoot a lot of threes. Trask, just 22% from three, but she hits the first bucket of the game. Ottumwa into the front court. Krause trapped in the left corner, gets it up ahead. And Heinbaugh down to the baseline for Morgan. Trap comes there. Skip it up top to Krause. Right wing to Fuller. Maya for three to answer. Count it! Maya Fuller with a three-pointer, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. We're tied at 3. Into the front court for Mason City on the right side. Bulldogs look to trap. Long pass up ahead to Trask. Well, got away with the travel there. Kick it back up top to Reggie Spots. Dribbles left. Kicks to the corner and threw it away out of bounds. Pass was wide of Kelsey McDonough. Bulldogs a road team officially for this game, wearing their red road jerseys, white trim, red script lettering at Ottumwa. Or did they call that a foul? They apparently called a foul. They called a foul on Spots. Long pass up ahead to Nellie Morgan. Bounce across to Heinbaugh. Nice gather. Missed the shot, though. Rebound underneath to Yeager. And a whistle. And I think they got another foul on Mason City here. This one is on Jalen Falls. So both Reggie Spots and Jalen Falls have a foul each. 6-12 first quarter, game tied at 3. Inbound left wing to Heinbaugh. Back into the corner for Krause. Dribbles out to the wing, cut off, throws it up top. Nearly stolen. Heinbaugh rescues it. Throw it high on the right side to Fuller. Dribbles down towards the baseline, cut off. Kick it up top to Heinbaugh. Left side to Krause against that 1-3-1 zone. Krause backs away. Now dribbles over to the right side, finds Fuller way up high. Down to the corner for Heinbaugh. Into the lane for Yeager, underneath for Morgan. Tough catch. Manages to fight for it, but eventually a whistle and a 3-second violation on Ottumwa. We'll give it back to Mason City. 5:42 first quarter. Okay, one thing we do not have here that we normally have at a high school game is a scoreboard to tell us more what's going on. As Yeager deflects a pass, Ottumwa showing some pressure. Rescued by McDonough, left wing to Trask, and then thrown underneath and intercepted by Heinbaugh. Bulldogs want to run. Heinbaugh into the front court left side, accelerates around 2 defenders, all the way into the lane, left-hand layup, good. Riley Heinbaugh with a bucket, 5-3 Bulldogs. Ottumwa with that zone pressure. Center of the court is Grace Birding. Skip it into the front court left side, now down low for Trask, puts a shot up, a whistle and a foul on Ottumwa, and pardon me, that's Falls. Jalen Falls will shoot 2. Riley Heinbaugh called for the first Ottumwa foul of the game. Jalen Falls at the line, just 39% on the season. Left-handed shooter, 5'7" senior. Puts it up and hits it. Ottumwa's lead cut to 1 at 5-4. Again, we don't have the normal high school scoreboard here. In fact, we only have the ribbon boards on the ends, and you're seeing one of those in the corner of the broadcast so you can keep track of the score and the time. As Falls hits both free throws to tie the game at 5. But it's a little harder to tell who a foul is on if we don't hear it announced sometimes. Krause into the front court, up ahead right side to Morgan. Back to Krause, above that pro three-point line. Again, we're using the white three-point line, the high school line. Krause into the corner, hand off to Morgan. Morgan try to get it back to Krause on the baseline. It's stolen away. Long pass into the front court, Mason City left wing McDonough. Hands it off. A three on the way is an air ball. Out of the hand of Birding, and the rebound to Ottumwa underneath. Now Krause pushing tempo the other way into the front court. Right corner for Heinbaugh. To the free throw line, leaping catch, Nellie Morgan. Tried to go left wing, and Fuller could not save it from going out of bounds. Substitution Ottumwa. Hunter Caldwell checks in, replacing Nellie Morgan. 4:31 first quarter, game tied at 5. Mason City with the ball. Again, a pro court here, playing on the court of the Iowa Wolves. As Mason City gets it in the front court, left side to McDonough, drives in, puts up the high floater, no good. And the rebound out of bounds off Ottumwa. It'll stay with Mason City. Ball never hit the rim, 26 on the shot clock, 4:22 on the game clock. So as a pro court, it is a longer court. It is a full 94 feet. Birding trying to get it in bounds. Still holding it. Now throws it left side for Spots. Handed back to Birding in the corner, and a good job by Briley Yeager to knock it out of bounds into that Ottumwa bench. Mason City, the home white jerseys, black lettering Mason City on the front, black numbers front and back, black and red trim down the sides of the jerseys and shorts. Birding gets it in to Falls. Back to Birding, three on the way, no good, and rebound on the weak side by Heinbaugh. Dogs want to run. Riley up ahead to Krause. She drives in, and a whistle and a blocking foul is called on the floor on Mason City. That will be on, I believe, Reggie Spots. And that would be her second foul. Leading scorer for Mason City with 2 first quarter fouls. 2 subs coming in for Mason City. Kylie Bergman is in, a 5'4" senior. And we'll check that other sub in a moment. Inbound in the lane to Yeager. Her shot rolls off the rim, no good. And the rebound underneath to Isabel Hardy, the other sub who came in for Mason City. Pass into the front court quickly, left side for Bergman. Back up top to McDonough. Dribbling now towards the left side, pressured by Heinbaugh. Pass off the head of Bergman and stolen away. All the way down is Briley Yeager, the layup good. Ottumwa with the steal and score, and it's 7-5 Bulldogs. Pushing back the other way into the front court is Michaela Trask. Up top to McDonough, near that midcourt circle. Left side it goes for Hardy. Into the corner for Falls underneath, and lost out of bounds off the hands of McDonough. Bulldogs are doing a good job of pressuring Mason City into turnovers here. Now a sub for Ottumwa. Allie Gedkin, the 5'3" freshman, checks in. 7-5 Ottumwa, 3.5 to go first quarter. Mason City again, that 1-3-1 zone they'll look to trap. Krause into the front court, bounce it left side for Heinbaugh. No trap came that time. Heinbaugh way up high on the left, skip it right side for Krause, who comes and gets it. Into the lane, through the legs of Yeager, a deflected pass, and Mason City has a steal. Both teams struggling to hang on to the ball. Up into the front court, Trask right wing, gets it up top McDonough. Back to Trask through her hands, but rescued on the wing by Bergman. Into the corner for Hardy. Baseline drive, cut off, and a whistle and an offensive foul as Hardy called for lowering the shoulder. Her first and the 4th team foul on Mason City. And so Ottumwa gets it back, 2:58 to go in the quarter, and one more Mason City foul will put Ottumwa in the bonus. Again, substitution as they were inbounding. Jalen Falls checks out for Mason City. And Anna Latham, a 5'6" freshman, checks in. There's Anna Latham, the freshman, and Abigail Latham, the senior. This is the freshman, Anna. Left side, Krause, up top to Gedkin. Picked up her dribble up high. Tried to go to the high post for Yeager. It was missed by Yeager, but rescued by Caldwell. Caldwell drove in, but they call her for traveling. Boy, going to be a lot of turnovers tonight, it would seem. Both teams, again, struggling to maintain possession. But both teams are well known for their defense, and it's showing in this first quarter. Long pass nearly intercepted. Now Gedkin nearly with a steal at midcourt. Ball loose at midcourt. And we will get a held ball. Good pressure by the Ottumwa defense. The arrow will give it back to Ottumwa. 2:37 left in the opening quarter. Still 7-5 Bulldogs. Yeager inbounds to Kraus. Camden into the front court left side. Throws it right side for Gedkin, still way up high. They try to go high post to Yeager, and again it's knocked away. That is just not open right now. Into the front court as Trask hands it off to Latham. And the pass went to Bergman, and Bergman is called for a travel. .221 first quarter. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union. Pardon me, by Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa. Ball goes left corner for Heinbaugh. Skip it right wing to Gedkin. Lob it baseline, too tall for Caldwell and out of bounds. Substitution Ottumwa. Maya Fuller checks back in and replaces Gedkin.
Fuller returns to the Bulldog lineup.
2:08 first quarter. Had a long exchange of turnovers late in this first quarter. Bulldogs with that zone pressure. Backcourt right side is Latham. Pass to the middle, and now pass deflected but rescued by Trask on the left side. Gets it to McDonough, back to Trask. Right side to Latham. In the corner, Bergman. Dribbles baseline, cut off, lob it out to the wing. Leaping catch by Latham. By McDonough. Now up top to Hardy. Left side swing to the corner. Latham with baseline drive, jump stop, throws up a floater and got it to go. Anna Latham averages 6 points a game. She hits her first bucket of the night. The game's tied at 7. Kraus up top through the hands of Yeager. Gets it back, goes right wing to Fuller. Into the corner, Caldwell. Double team comes. Hunter trying to dribble baseline. Throws it up top, Kraus. Left corner, Heinbaugh open for a three. Back iron, no, and a whistle underneath. And if they've called a foul on Mason City, Ottumwa should be shooting 2 here. That's the 5th foul. And they call Kelsey McDonough for a rebounding foul underneath. Grace Birding is back in for Mason City, and checking in for the first time is Kaylee Kincaid, a 5'8" freshman. They're lining up to inbound, but that is the 5th team foul, and that's the new rules this year. 5 fouls in a quarter, you're shooting 2 free throws. So now the officials have to determine who was fouled and who's shooting, and they're going to send Hunter Caldwell to the line. Caldwell, a 47% free throw shooter through the early part of the season. Now this is different tonight. You're shooting in an arena. The background is way different than your normal high school gym. Hunter's first free throw is good, though. She's on the board, and Ottumwa's back in front, 8-7. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the opening quarter. One more for the Bulldog junior. Cammie Pauls, by the way, has checked in for Ottumwa. Second free throw is good, and it's 9-7 Bulldogs. Inbound to Latham right side, to the center, Birding. Back to Latham on the right. Skip it left side to Bergman across the timeline. Dribbles up top, goes right side to Latham. Bulldogs settle back into their zone. Ball goes right corner for Birding. Now swing it to Trask. Through the hands left side to Bergman. Bergman under heavy pressure, gets behind her to Latham. Latham to the elbow, hands it off to Kincaid. Left side with 8 on the shot clock, now up top to Birding. Right wing to Latham, in the corner, Bergman. And her pass back is stolen by Kraus. Great defense by Ottumwa that time. Kraus, long pass up ahead to Fuller left wing. Backs down, is cut off, kicks it back to the corner for Kraus. Tough time gathering it, trying to dribble out of danger. Now drives in, puts up a runner. Back iron, no. Got her own rebound. Shot clock is off, out to Pauls. Long 2-pointer, off the rim, no. That rebound deflects out to the corner where Birding has it for Mason City. Again, shot clock off. Mason City can hold for one if they so choose. Ball goes left side for Birding, way up high. Up top, Anna Latham. Right side, Trask, a shot fake, dribbles up top. Ball is deflected, but it's picked up left side by Kincaid. Where's 0-0? Dribbles to the wing, gets it up top to Birding. 6 seconds. Up top to Latham. 5 seconds. Right wing to Birding. In the corner, Kincaid throws it to Birding. A 3 at the buzzer, no. And after 1 quarter, Ottumwa leads 9-7. Back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Bridge City Realty, your Ottumwa and surrounding area real estate pros for buying or selling property. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. Ottumwa 9, Mason City 7. Reset the fouls for the second quarter, the team fouls anyway. Bulldogs with Maya Fuller, Camden Krause, Allie Gedkin, Nellie Morgan, and Riley Heinbaugh on the floor. Mason City with the ball to start the second quarter. Kayla Trask dribbling up top, throw it left side. Kelsey McDonough back to Trask. Right side, Jalen Falls quickly underneath the Reggie Spots. Turnaround off the glass, no rebound, tapped out. Krause has it. 1-on-2 the other way, really 1-on-1. Puts it up, and a blocking foul is called. I think that's going to be before the shot. And that would be the second foul on Kelsey McDonough.
McDonough called for the foul. That's her second.
So two of their starters, Spots and McDonough, with 2 fouls each. Spots just came back in the game after sitting most of the first quarter. Again, not a shooting foul, so Krause inbounding from the baseline. Lobs it way up high on the right to Maya Fuller. Fuller back right side to Krause. Dribbles around a defender. Tried to feed it to Fuller at the free throw line. Ball knocked loose. On the floor to get it is Trask. Gets it up ahead. Has to be corralled on the right side by Grace Birding. Birding back up top to Trask. Hands off to Spots. Kick it out to Birding. Right wing 3 on the way is good. Grace Birding's first bucket of the game, a three-pointer. And Mason City leads 10-9. Krause into the front court for Ottumwa. Mason City still in that 1-3-1 zone. Krause kicks it left wing, Heinbaugh. Fakes a pass, now goes to Gedkin. Gedkin, one dribble in, skip it right wing to Krause. Back left side to Heinbaugh. Down to the baseline, Morgan. Skip it right wing to Krause. Krause dribbling, goes back up top with 7 on the shot clock to Gedkin. Down to 5, I don't think Allie knows it. Down to 3, try to get it to Krause, that pass stolen. Back the other way is McDonough, all the way in, layup good. And Mason City leads it 12-9. Heinbaugh into the front court. Skips it high on the right side for Camden Krause again. Krause walks towards the three-point line. Bounce it to Gedkin. Steps into a 3. Off the rim, no. And the ball nearly rebounded by Morgan, but it's picked up on the floor by Birding. Back the other way is Spots. Lob underneath, tough catch by Falls, but missed the layup and the rebound to Heinbaugh. Riley into the front court left side. Picks up her dribble at the three-point line. Skip it right side, leaping catch by Gedkin, the freshman. Allie lobs it up top to Krause. Camden for 3. Off the front rim, no. Rebound to Spots. Camden hasn't really had many good looks from long range until that one. Spots to the left wing. Lobs it up top. They swing it right side to Trask, and her 3 is off the rim, no good. Another good box out and rebound by Heinbaugh. Heinbaugh into the front court. Double team, but gets it behind her to Krause. Krause at the top of the key, swing it to Gedkin right side. Towards the corner for Fuller. Double team comes. Fuller in a world of trouble, and Ottumwa gets a timeout to save possession. 5:26 left in the half. We're back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The Ottumwa Schools Bulldog Spirit Store is your one-stop shop for all things spirited and stylish. From comfy bleacher seats to trendy polos, sweatshirts, and t-shirts, we've got you covered. But that's not all. We also have accessories like earrings, water bottles, foam fingers, and so much more. Visit us at the lower level of Career Campus, located at 331 East Main Street. The Bulldog Spirit Co. offers a wide range of products to suit every Bulldog fan out there. See you soon.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
after the timeout. Ottumwa inbounding with 19 on the shot clock. Trailing Mason City 12-9, 5:26 second quarter. Inbound to Fuller up high on the right. Bounce it high on the left to Kraus. Kraus to the three-point line. Bounce it right wing to Fuller. Down low to Yeager. Turn around in the lane. Shot off the glass, no. And the rebound to Mason City. Reggie Spots will take it into the front court. Dribbles left. Hands it behind her to McDonough. McDonough right side for Anna Latham, the freshman back in. Back up top to McDonough. Down to dribbling above the pro three-point line. Goes free throw line for Spots. Kick it in the corner. Birding a three. Got it. Boy, you can't let them get open for those. Grace Birding's hit back-to-back threes, and Mason City suddenly up 15-9. Kraus attacks. Now backs it out right side. Now attacks again. Bounce it free throw line for Briley Yeager. Lob it back to Kraus. Knocked away. Ball loose. Ottumwa diving for it, trying to get it back. And a foul is called. And I believe they got it on Briley Yeager. Diving for the ball there. Briley, only her first and the first of the quarter on Ottumwa. 4:39 to go. Ottumwa led 9-7 after the first quarter, but Mason City has scored all 8 points in the second quarter. They lead by 6. Latham high on the left side for McDonough. Back to Latham. Into the high post for Spots. Out to the wing. A quick three by McDonough. Short off the rim, and the rebound out to Fuller. Better close out that time on a three-point shooter. Maya into the front court right side. Tried to throw it underneath to Morgan, but the ball knocked away. Not quite stolen. Heinbaugh down on the floor to get it. Gets it to Morgan up top. Bounce it right side to Kraus. And the shot clock did reset. They said Mason City had possession long enough. Kraus gets it back from Fuller. Attacks right side into the lane. The floater too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Grace Birding for Mason City again. Coach Vandenberg, I can hear from up here calling out the defense. Ball goes left side for Mason City to Kelsey McDonough. Into the corner, Jalen Falls. Tried to bounce it underneath, and it's picked off by Fuller. Maya slows it up in the backcourt, gets to Heinbaugh. Riley across the timeline. Picked up her dribble. Lobs it high on the right side to Fuller. Fuller to the corner for Morgan. Bounce it up top, and a left wing three by Kraus off the front rim, no. Still getting used to that shooting background. Rebound Mason City. Latham kicks it right side to Falls, out on the right wing. Birding for three, that one no good, and a good box out and rebound by Kraus. A little bit of contact from behind there, but no call. Kraus long pass into the front court, Fuller right side. Dribbles in, pull-up jumper. Back iron, no. Rebound underneath the Birding again. Boy, she's had a lot of rebounds in this game. 3 minutes to go until the half. Long pass up ahead. McDonough's behind everybody. Drives in, lays it up, counted in the foul. Ottumwa got a little lackadaisical getting back defensively. They paid for it that time. And McDonough will go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. Nellie Morgan gets her first, team foul number 2. Kayla Trask returns to the Mason City lineup. Hunter Caldwell back in for Ottumwa. McDonough at the line, 72% on the season, and she hits that one. And Ottumwa is down 9, 18-9. Yeager, tough catch of that pass. Dribbles down the lane all the way to the rim off the glass, but too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Mason City. I think Briley was surprised she got all the way to the rim. Latham, left side Spots, a long three-pointer, counted. And Ottumwa reeling right now, 21-9. 14-0 run here in this second quarter for Mason City. And now a steal up top by Trask. Takes it left side, goes to the right, lay it up and in. And Ottumwa needs a timeout. 2:23 left in the half, down 23-9, back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Graphics Masters on Albee Road in Ottumwa, across from the BP. Contact them for all your window or auto signage, vinyl decals, wall sayings, custom apparel, and advertisement needs. By Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens, for the ultimate Sonic experience. And by William Penn University, the place to widen your potential. Daytime, online, and evening classes begin every 8 weeks. Visit wmpenn.edu for more information. 2:23 left in the half. Ottumwa led 9-7 at the end of the first quarter, but Mason City has run this second quarter. They lead 23-9. Camden Krause will bring it across the timeline. Throw it high on the right side, Mai Fuller. Top of the key to Yeager. Yeager back left wing, and it gets away from Krause and out of bounds in midcourt. That time an unforced turnover by the Bulldogs. Boy, that first quarter showed what Ottumwa could do against a good team when they were locked in, especially on the defensive end. The second quarter has shown what happens when things get just a little bit sideways against a good team. They make you pay. Up top, Reggie Spots between the circles. Into the high post for Trask, out right wing to Latham for three. That's good. Boy, once they get hot, they get red hot. 26-9. Krause up top to Yeager. Attacks right side, bounce it back out to Krause. Into the left corner, Heinbaugh. Three on the way. Air ball, rebound on the weak side by McDonough. Was open for the look there, but Riley rushed it just a little bit. McDonough into the front court. Goes high on the left side for Reggie Spots. Up top to Latham, the freshman. Back to Spots. Into the lane for Trask. Out to the corner for Hardy. Back on the wing to Spots. Good job by Ottumwa to close out there. Up top to Latham. Into the high post. And now out on a right wing. Three for McDonough is good. They can't miss. 29-9. Ottumwa's been outscored 22-0 in this quarter. Krause trying to drive in, has her pocket pick. Stolen. That's Trask back the other way. Yeager trying to catch up with the layup good. Under a minute to go in what's been a nightmare second quarter for the Bulldogs. See if Ottumwa can at least find a bucket here. Krause up high on the right side to Fuller. To the wing for Hunter Caldwell. Caldwell dribbles in, kicks it underneath, and a push foul is called on Mason City as Hunter tried to get it to Yeager underneath. Waiting to see who they announced that foul on. Isabel Hardy gets her second. Team foul number 2 of the quarter on Mason City. Allie Gedkin and Cammie Paul's back in for Ottumwa here. Inbound in the lane to Caldwell, and the shot good. And finally the 20. I don't remember how many that run was, but Hunter ends it. It's 31-11. On the right side is Kincaid. Gets it to Bergman. Back to Kincaid on the wing. Hands off to Latham. Another three on the way. This one no good, and skying for the rebound is Hunter Caldwell. Caldwell gets it to Yeager. Yeager into the front court. Shot clock off. 15 seconds left in the half. Dogs down 20. Gets it to Krause with 10. Krause goes right corner for Pauls. Back to Krause. Down to 4, and a foul. A reach-in called on Mason City with 3.3 seconds left in the half. Trask called for her first. It's only the third team foul, though, so Ottumwa's got 3.3 seconds to inbound and get a shot off. Yeager inbounding from in front of the Mason City bench. It's on the wing to Caldwell. Caldwell dribbles in, kick it out left side to Pauls. Can't get a shot off. At the half, Ottumwa trails 31-11. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
Get the small town charm with real world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime. Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Brought to you tonight by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. By Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency service, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Fast, friendly, and professional service at Roto-Rooter, servicing Ottumwa and surrounding areas. And by Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. At the half, it's Mason City 31, Ottumwa 11. The Bulldogs down by 20 to the number 5 team in Class 4A. It was 9-7 Ottumwa at the end of the first quarter, but then things really went sideways. Mason City scored the first 24 points of that second quarter before Ottumwa got a bucket in the final minute to avoid being shut out in the frame. Scoring for Ottumwa, Hunter Caldwell has 4, Maya Fuller has 3, Riley Heinbaugh has 2, and Briley Yeager has 2. Again, they got 9 in the first quarter, and that was pretty good. Both teams had a lot of turnovers in the first quarter, but the second quarter, Bulldogs just could not get anything going, and suddenly in that second quarter, Mason City could not miss. For Mason City, they've got balanced scoring, a lot of different contributors. They're being led by Kelsey McDonough, who has 8 points. Michaela Trask has 7. Grace Birding has 6. Anna Latham has 5. 3 points for Reggie Spots and 2 points for Jalen Falls. Free throw shooting, Mason City was 3 of 3 in the first half. Ottumwa was 2 of 2. Neither team went to the line much. And fouls, they did call quite a few fouls on Mason City. In fact, the Bulldogs' 2 free throws were bonus free throws at the end of the first quarter. 2 of their starters, Reggie Spots and Kelsey McDonough, have 2 fouls each for the Riverhawks, and Isabel Hardy off the bench also has 2 fouls. Only 3 fouls were called on Ottumwa in the first half, and nobody has more than 1. But the Bulldogs have a lot of work to do if they want to claw their way back into this one. they're going to have to find ways to get open shots, and they're going to have to make better passes. That Mason City 1-3-1 trapping zone has had a lot to do with Ottumwa's turnover struggles in this game, but there have also been times when Ottumwa just hasn't made a good pass, whether it's passing to the wrong person or passes that are at the feet of the intended player instead of at their chest. The Bulldogs coming out of winter break, maybe the pressure of playing a top 5 team, maybe playing here at Wells Fargo Arena, or just not quite in the groove the way they'd like to be. The passing has been a little bit sloppy. It's not what we're used to from this team. Hopefully they can come out and have a better second half performance regardless of what the final score ends up being. I just like to see them execute more efficiently in the second half and at least keep Mason City from expanding this 31-11 lead. On the defensive end, Ottumwa did a great job forcing turnovers in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they let those Mason City shooters get open for a couple of threes, and once they start hitting, they can go on runs. They are a great shooting team, and they showed that in the second quarter. Bulldogs have to be there on the shooters in the second half. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider now in Wapello County. Go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to purchase fiber internet at your home. By Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. And by Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. 3 minutes and we're back with the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
With 2024 in full force, we hope that it is bringing great success to you. Lisco's here and ready to support you with your business and residential fiber optic needs. If you're looking to make the switch to a local fiber optic company or update your existing services with us, now is a great time. We have big plans for the 2024 year. Call me, Samantha Knoll, your local sales rep at 641-209-5400. Visit us at lisco.com and remember to visit us at our new walk-in location of 58 East Burlington Avenue in Fairfield.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albee Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ready to start the second half. Ottumwa High basketball from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines tonight on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Big hill to climb for the Ottumwa girls tonight, trailing Class 4A number 5 Mason City, 31-11. Camden Kraus, Briley Yeager, Riley Heinbaugh, Maya Fuller, Nellie Morgan, the 5 on the floor for Ottumwa. Bulldogs have the ball, moving right to left in the second half. Camden Kraus high on the right side to Fuller. Mason City still in that 1-3-1 zone. Fuller tried to bounce it to the right baseline. It is kicked by Kelsey McDonough, and it'll stay with Ottumwa. McDonough, Michaela Trask, Reggie Spots, Grace Birding, Jalen Falls on the floor for Mason City. Kraus drives in through the zone. The floater, back iron, couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Falls. Boy, Camden's found that drive a couple of times, but you just can't get that floater to fall. Ball high on the right side to Trask, up top to Spots, to the free throw lane, and then quickly out for a three. Back iron, no, and the rebound is rescued by Birding underneath off the miss by Trask. Trapped in the corner, but gets it out on the wing to Spots. Skip it right side for Trask, a whistle, and a 3-second violation is called on Mason City. So obviously some unique things about the games tonight here at the Wells Fargo Arena. As one of our officials is saying something to the scores table, I'm not sure about what. For one thing, you have the free throw lane is actually not as wide as it looks. If you look at it on the video, you'll see that it's wider than the block. That's because the professional three-point lane where the Iowa Wolves play is wider. As there's a nice pass inside by Fuller to a cutting Camden Kraus, who lays it in. First bucket of the night for Kraus, and Ottumwa gets the first bucket of the second half. 31-13. Dogs can set up their press, I should say. Into the front court right side is Trask. Goes in the corner for Birding. Birding out on the wing to Falls. Underneath it goes, and the kick-out pass deflected. Rescued by Trask into the corner. Turnaround three by Birding is off the rim, no. And a whistle and a foul. Who's this going to be on? Yeager was trying to box out. Somebody was climbing her back for the rebound, but they're going to call the foul on Briley Yeager for the box out. I would have thought that jumping up on her back would have been a foul. All right, new shot clock. Quickly inbounding underneath the Falls. Layup, no, but a foul, and Jalen Falls will shoot two. Ottumwa lost the backside that time. And Riley Heinbaugh picks up her second foul. So no Ottumwa player got two fouls in the first half, but Yeager and Heinbaugh quickly pick up their second foul here. Falls at the line. First free throw good. She's 3 of 3 from the line tonight. And only 39% on the season, but she apparently likes shooting with the Wells Fargo Arena backdrop. Second free throw. Left that one short, and the rebound to Fuller. Maya across the timeline. Dogs down 32-13. Fuller will hand it to Kraus high on the right side. Lob into the high post. Tough catch by Yeager. Dribbles down the lane. Kicks it out left wing to Heinbaugh. She drives in. Left-handed layup. Offensive foul. Heinbaugh called for the charge. And that's Riley's third. Team foul number 3 on Ottumwa. Cammie Pauls will check back in for Heinbaugh. As you can see, if you're watching the live video stream, the court here has that charge circle or half circle drawn in. And in college, in the college game and the pro game, you cannot take a charge inside that circle. That doesn't apply to high school basketball, though. And I'm not sure if the Mason City defender was inside or not, but again, that court marking doesn't matter. Pass to the weak side block, and Jalen Falls is fouled again going up to shoot. She'll go back to the line. And Cammie Pauls, I believe, gets her first. And Ottumwa's already been called for 4 fouls in the quarter, and there's still 6:11 left on the clock. Falls puts this one up, and it rattles out no good. She'd hit her first 3, now she's missed her last 2. 6:11 to go in the third. Mason City 32, Ottumwa 13. Second free throw, and that one gets the roll. 33-13. Camden Kraus into the front court, right side. Bounce it to the corner for Pauls. Pauls fires through pressure to Yeager, but then Yeager is tied up by Trask. And the arrow will give it back to Mason City. Ottumwa just cannot get into an offense, it seems like. Bulldogs do set up their pressure. McDonough to Trask, and then her pass stolen by Kraus. Bulldogs back the other way, 4-on-3. Right side to Fuller. Mason City did get back. Yeager drives in, kick it out to Kraus. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no, it was online, just a little short rebound to Falls. Now Mason City wants to run. Falls into the front court. Her pass, though, knocked away by Yeager. Briley fights for it, ripped loose. Falling down on the floor to get it is Nellie Morgan, and I think they called Mason City for a foul. And that is on Jalen Falls. That's her second, first of the quarter on the Riverhawks. 5:37 left in the third. Good job by Ottumwa defensively to get that ball right back. Kraus across the timeline. Throws it left for Fuller. Dribbles to the three-point line. Kicks it in the corner for Morgan. Morgan tried to go high post, ball knocked away. And contended for in midcourt. Will get a held ball. And the arrow will keep it with Ottumwa. 21 on the shot clock, 5:23 on the game clock, third quarter. Yeager will inbound from the near side as we look at it. Gets it up high on the right side to Camden Kraus again. Kraus goes high on the left side to Fuller. Back to Kraus. Back to Fuller. Left wing 3 on the way. Got fouled. And Maya Fuller will shoot 3 free throws. And if that's on Falls, that's her third. And it is. Team foul number 2. Maya Fuller at the line. 4 of 6 on the season. Hasn't had many opportunities. First one this time is good. Maya hit an early 3 in the first quarter, so that's her 4th point now. 33-14. Second free throw. Got it. 33-15. Substitution for Mason City. The freshman Anna Latham back in, replacing Jalen Falls. One more free throw for Fuller, trying to convert all 3. Junior eyes the rim, puts it up, and got the roll. Fuller 3 for 3 from the line. She's got 6. Ottumwa is back within 33-16. In the backcourt, Birding to the right side, Latham. Lob across the timeline is stolen by Kraus. Kraus back down 1-on-2, drives in, draws the foul. Camden Kraus will shoot 2. And the Bulldogs are fighting back in this third quarter by turning up their defensive pressure. That one might be on Latham. That is on Anna Latham, her first, team foul number 3. Kraus at the line, 56% on the season. First one good. 33-17. It's a tall mountain to climb, but Ottumwa's doing some good work here in the third quarter. Second free throw got the roll. 5-0 run for the Bulldogs, 33-18. In the backcourt, Birding. To the right side, Latham. Back left for Birding. Back to Latham, and gets across the timeline with a second to spare. Gets it up top to Reggie Spots. Spots throws it right side for Trask. Back to Spots high on the left. Into the lane, McDonough, kick it out to the wing. Latham at 3 is good. Boy, that's their game. Kick it inside, and then when the defense collapses, kick it out for a 3. Anna Latham has 8, 36-18. Ball left side for Yeager. Briley drives to the free throw line, kick it across. Right side, Cammie Pauls to answer with a 3. Off the rim, no. Yeager fights for the rebound and wins it over Latham. Takes it back in, has her shot blocked. It's out to Fuller left corner. Bulldogs can reset, though. And Fuller has it tied up by Latham. The arrow will give it back to Mason City. Fuller avoided a steal attempt, I think, by Michaela Trask, but then got tied up by Latham. Inbound to Trask, lob ahead. Fuller deflects it, but Spots rescues it. Now she throws it away. Paul's with the pickoff. 2-on-2 the other way. Yeager drives in, and she's going to be called for a travel. She made the layup, but she took an extra step getting in there. Isabel Hardy back in for Mason City, the 5'10" senior. She replaces Kelsey McDonough. 4:04 left in the third. Mason City 36, Ottumwa 18. Inbound to Trask right side. Dribbles towards half court, gets all the way across. Tries to split defenders, poked away by Fuller, picked up by Kraus. 3-on-2 the other way. Camden all the way in, passes across to Yeager. Missed the layup, though, and the rebound pulled in by Mason City. Now Spots into the front court. Throws it right side, leaping catch by Birding. Lob underneath for Hardy. Double teamed in the corner, kicks it up top to Latham. Right side to Spots. Back up top to Latham. A lob underneath, Hardy with the catch. Layup good. Isabel Hardy's first bucket, 38-18, and Mason City has answered with a 5-0 run of their own. Kraus to the right block for Morgan, out on the wing to Pauls, into the lane, Yeager, swing it out to the corner, Fuller a three, air ball, but a weak side rebound by Morgan. But they're going to say Morgan committed a foul. Morgan came down with the ball, had the ball, and then the whistle blows. Coach Vandenberg did not like that call. Nellie Morgan with her second. It's team foul number 5, so Mason City should be shooting here. I don't think the officials know it yet. And now they realize it. And did the officials identify the Mason City shooter? Well, Latham's already down there, so either she knew she's the one who was fouled or she's trying to fake the officials out here. I'm not saying she's doing that, but sometimes teams do that. Coach Vandenberg having an extended discussion with one of the officials as his free throw will commence. Latham 60% from the line. First one here is left short. 2 subs for Ottumwa here. Hunter Caldwell and Allie Gedkin check in. Mason City will bring in Abigail Latham. First time we've seen the senior Latham. Second free throw for Anna Latham. In and out, no good, and the rebound to Kraus. Also in for Mason City is Kaylee Kincaid, the freshman. Pass to Fuller, right wing. To the corner for Gedkin. Back to the right wing up high for Paul. Skip it left, or for Kraus, skip it to Paul's left wing. Drives the baseline, kick in the corner for Caldwell. To Kraus, left wing. Shot fake, dribbles to the elbow, kicks it up top to Gedkin. Right corner for Pauls, double teamed. Back to the left wing, Kraus for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound to Gedkin underneath. Feeds it to Fuller. Back out to Gedkin. Lost it. Picked up by Mason City. They're 3-on-1 the other way. Kincaid. Bounce across to Latham. Shot was blocked, but a foul called on Ottumwa. Kraus was back there trying to defend a 3-on-1. Pauls came flying in late trying to help, I think, but they got the foul on Camden, her first. Latham back at the line where she just went 0 for 2. Gedkin there, who lost the ball on that pass, looked like she might have gotten hit in the eye. She was trying to check her face, make sure she didn't get hurt there. As Latham leaves the first free throw short. 2:39 left in the third, still Mason City 38, Ottumwa 18. Second free throw, and got the roll, left it short, but it rolled through. 39-18. Kraus into the front court. Bounce it right corner for Pauls. Double team comes. Her pass back to Kraus is knocked out of bounds by Latham in the corner. Every time that ball goes into the corner, right or left corner there, Mason City's double teaming, and Ottumwa needs to move that ball. If they're going to go in the corner, it's got to go in and out faster. Either it's a shot or that ball's got to come back out. Kraus inbounds right wing to Gedkin. Lob it up top for Pauls. Cammy open for a 3, too strong. And the rebound out to Latham, Anna Latham that is. Racing into the front court. Nearly had her pocket pick from behind. Kicks it back to Abigail Latham. Underneath to a wide open Kincaid who missed the layup. Hardy got the rebound though. Kick it out to Anna Latham. Right wing Abigail Latham for 3. Back iron too strong. Weak side rebound though, pulled in by Spots. Dribbles out to the corner. Now decides to shoot. And hits a 3. Reggie Spots has 6 points. 42-18 Mason City. Kraus across the timeline. Bounce it right wing for Gedkin. Gedkin a lob, and Kraus tips it to herself, drives in, got all the way to the rim and laid it in. Camden Kraus making something out of nothing there. She's got 6 all in the third quarter. Ottumwa down 42-20. Spots, right wing for Anna Latham. Back to Spots up high in the right. Dribbles between the circles, around a pick left side. Picked up a dribble, throws it right side to Anna Latham. Lob underneath for Hardy, the 5'10" post player. Kick it out Abigail Latham for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Oh, they say it's off Ottumwa. Boy, I thought that was knocked out of bounds by Kincaid. 1:26 left in the third. Nellie Morgan, Briley Yeager back in for Ottumwa. Pauls and Fuller will sit. Mason City also with a couple of subs. From up here, kind of hard to pick up the numbers here. Bergman is back in for Mason City. Ball is inbounded left corner for Michaela Trask. Goes down to the post for Hardy. Pivots, cut off, kick it on the wing for Abigail Latham. Up top for Kincaid. Right side for Bergman. Kylie Bergman back up top to Trask. To the right corner, Kincaid. Lob it up top for Hardy. Pass underneath, knocked away and stolen by Briley Yeager. Minute 5 left in the third. Bulldogs down by 22. Yeager up top. Bounce it right wing for Gedkin. Gedkin dribbles. Now goes down baseline for Mason City. Tried to go underneath to Caldwell, and Hardy knocked it out of bounds. 52.3 seconds left in the quarter. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Bulldogs will inbound from the baseline. Yeager will stand on the V in Wolves. Iowa Wolves, of course, play here at Wells Fargo Arena. We're playing on their court. Lob in the lane to Caldwell. Lay it up, no, but a foul. Morgan set a pick, and the lob went over her head to Caldwell. That's a nice little inbounds play. Ottumwa's run it a few times tonight. Caldwell to the line. Foul called on Isabel Hardy. That's her third. Team foul number 4. Caldwell at the line, 2 of 2 on the night. First free throw here, left it short. That's Ottumwa's first miss all night. We had been 7 for 7. And given the free throw shooting woes we had earlier in the season and the fact that we're shooting in this giant arena, second free throw, no good, but even so, Ottumwa still 7 for 9 on the night. That's pretty good. Across the timeline, right side is Trask. There's the left side, Abigail Latham, the senior. Back to Trask. Left side to Bergman. Bergman picked up her dribble. Gets it to a cutting Trask in the lane. Knocked out of her hands. Ball loose on the floor. We'll get another tie-up. The arrow will give it back to Ottumwa with 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Bulldogs down 42-20. It's been a 12-10 third quarter, though. Right now, it's only the second quarter that's provided pretty much this entire difference. Kraus into the front court, high on the left side. Ottumwa's going to call a timeout to set something up here. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. And by Reflection Studio in downtown Ottumwa, where looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. 21.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Mason City 42, Ottumwa 20 in our girls game tonight here at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Bulldogs called their third timeout here to try to set something up for what I presume would be the final play of the third quarter. Mason City is going to go into man defense on this inbounds pass. Ottumwa does get it in to Camden Kraus. Mason City stays in man. Well, that's welcome for Ottumwa, you'd think. Caldwell right wing. Gets it up top to Morgan. Nellie Morgan, right side to Gedkin. Gedkin drives in, puts up the runner, got fouled, and Allie Gedkin will shoot two with 5.1 seconds left in the third. Mason City's been playing that 1-3-1 trapping zone all night. Out of the timeout, they tried to confuse Ottumwa by going man. Ottumwa said, all right, fine, we'll run our man offense, and Gedkin will get to the line. I did not hear who that foul was on. Allie's free throw is good. Her first point of the night. That's her first free throw at the varsity level. Now, she's had several in JV action this year. Second free throw also good. 42-22. You can hear Coach Vandenberg saying no fouls. Bulldogs have pressure set up. Trask races across the timeline. 2 seconds, 1 second. stepped into the shot and hit it. 44-22 to start the fourth quarter after this 1-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Battle yourself. You gotta get up and own it. You're bruising your blister by losing and wishing that you had a different opponent.
Start of the fourth quarter, Ottumwa High basketball from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Bulldog girls trailing Class 4A number 5 Mason City 44-22. The line score in this game is going to look weird. Ottumwa outscored Mason City 9-7 in the first. Mason City outscored Ottumwa 13-11 in the third quarter. In the second quarter, Mason City outscored Ottumwa 24-2. That is the entire difference in this game. Mason City with the ball to begin the final quarter. Kayla Trask up high on the left side. Bulldogs in a man-to-man right now. Trask to the right side. And down the right side of the lane hits the runner. And it's 46-22. Trask into double digits with 11. Kraus between the circles. Bounce it high on the left side for Riley Heinbaugh. Back to Kraus. Dribbles right. Kick it right corner. Caldwell. Tried to go back to Kraus. Knocked out of bounds by Trask. And the ball got over that first row of chairs, and our official's going to have to lean over and rescue it. They're only seating fans on one side of the arena here tonight, and you can see those fans sitting across the way. There are no fans below us on this side. Yeager, a long inbounds pass, almost stolen by Falls, but Falls plowed through Heinbaugh trying to catch that, and Jalen Falls will pick up her fourth foul. First foul of the quarter on Mason City. And Mason City's going to leave her in. Quick inbound to Heinbaugh, right wing, kick it in the corner for Yeager. Double team comes, tries to dribble baseline, knocked out of her hands by McDonough and out of bounds on the baseline. It'll still be Ottumwa basketball. Camden Kraus to inbound now from the V and Wolves. Lobs it up high on the right to Fuller. Fuller back to Kraus. Lob underneath. Tough catch by Caldwell. Has to rescue it at the elbow. Skip it left wing to Heinbaugh. She'll try a three. Short. Kraus saves it. And it was nearly to Caldwell, but it's taken away by McDonough. McDonough gets it to Reggie Spots, and here comes Mason City. Through the midcourt circle with that Iowa Wolves logo. Throw it right side for Trask. Up top for Grace Birding, left side for McDonough. Down low to Falls. Backing down on Heinbaugh, and a travel call. Well, that's kind of it looks like a mismatch inside. Heinbaugh guarding the much taller Falls, but Riley held her ground, and Falls ended up traveling. Kraus will walk it across the timeline for Ottumwa. Mason City back in that more familiar 1-3-1 zone. High on the left side to Fuller, right back to Kraus. Back to Fuller, long three left wing, off the rim, no, rebound underneath to McDonough. Kelsey McDonough into the front court on the right side, now walks to the midcourt circle. Throws it left side for Spots. Yeager went for the steal, didn't get it, but gets back in position. Up top to Falls. Knocked out of her hands by Caldwell. Falls gets it back. Dribbles in the lane, kicks it left corner. Spots is open for a three, and she hit it. Boy, someone nearly had the steal, but it ends up at another three for Mason City, 49-22. Kraus, right corner for Heinbaugh. Into the lane for Yeager. A whistle, a travel called on Yeager. I didn't see that. She dribbled in, did a jump stop, kind of got bumped. Coach Vandenberg not saying much, but hands on hips, I don't think he was too happy with that call. 6:04 left. Bulldogs have pressure. Lob to Spots, though, gets him across the timeline. Goes high on the left side to Birding. Back between the circles to Reggie Spots. Right side, Yeager went for another steal and got called for a foul. That's Briley's third, first of the quarter on Ottumwa. Less contact there than when Yeager got bumped into a travel underneath on the other end. Spots high on the left side for McDonough. Way up high. Now dribbles between the circles. Again, it's a longer court, full 94 feet, a pro-size court. Hands off in that midcourt circle to Spots. A whistle and a timeout, Mason City. 5:36 left. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Mason City inbound, 17 on the shot clock. Spots to McDonough up high on the left. Lob on the back door. Nice catch by Spots underneath, but Caldwell affected the shot, and Heinbaugh's got the rebound. Ottumwa defended that well. Heinbaugh into the front court. Bounce to left corner for Fuller. Underneath the Caldwell. Shot fake. Now goes up. Couldn't get the roll, and the rebound pulled down by McDonough. Races into the front court on the left side. 5:10 to go in the game. Down towards the block for Birding. Pivots. Picked up her dribble. Kicks it left wing for Spots. Spots will step into a three. Short off the rim. But splitting two Ottumwa players was Trask for the rebound, and she lays it back in. 51-22. Camden Kraus into the front court. Bounce it left side for Heinbaugh. Dribbles left wing. Skip it right wing for Kraus. Drives in. Euro step underneath. Layup good. Camden Kraus with a nice move. She's got 8. 51-24. Bulldogs have their pressure set up. Inbound right side to Trask. Back left side to Birding. Across the timeline, McDonough high on the left side. Down to the block for Falls. Skip it right wing, and a three on the way by Trask. No good. Rebound, though, to Spots. Put back good.
Spots for 2.
Wait, it's almost given up a couple offensive rebounds and layups the last 2 times down. Something they haven't really struggled with all night until now. Kraus dribbles right side, kick it right wing, and it'll be a three on the way by Caldwell. Count it! Hunter Caldwell with a three-pointer. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 53-27. Left side is McDonough. To the center for Birding, so in the backcourt. Back to McDonough across the timeline. Goes left corner for Falls. Lob underneath. Rescued too far under the hoop by Spots. Has to kick it out. Right side for Birding. Wanted to go baseline, cut off to the wing. Spots open for three. Short off the rim. Long rebound. Out to Hunter Caldwell. Hands off to Heinbaugh. Dogs on a run. It's 2-on-3, but Heinbaugh all the way down. Got the shot up and drew the foul, and Riley Heinbaugh will shoot 2. I think Heinbaugh saw the Mason City relaxed a bit, figuring they had the numbers advantage, and Reggie Spots called for her third. Team foul number 2 in the quarter. Heinbaugh at the line, 46% on the season, hits the first. Subs for both teams here. In fact, Mason City's making a line change. Cammie Pauls is back in. Nellie Morgan back in. Mason City has Anna and Abigail Latham, Kylie Bergman, Kaylee Kincaid, and Isabel Hardy back in. Second free throw. Heinbaugh hits 2 of 2. She will check out, and Allie Gedkin back in for Ottumwa. So Mason City has 5 non-starters on the floor now, although all 5 have played in the game. Ottumwa trailing 53-29. Long inbound pass to Latham. Her pass stolen, though, by Morgan. Morgan down against Hardy, all the way in, laid up, left it short, and Hardy got the rebound. Nellie got herself just a little too far under the rim that time. Anna Latham into the front court. Right wing, Abigail Latham. Looking underneath, lobs it into Kincaid. and went up against Nellie Morgan and drew the foul. Kincaid will shoot 2. Nellie Morgan gets her 3rd. Team foul number 2 of the 4th quarter on Ottumwa, 3:15 to go.
Morgan called for the foul. Kincaid goes to the line to shoot 2.
Kaylee Kincaid is 5 of 10 at the free throw line on the season. 5'8" freshman. Averages 3.5 points a game. Her first free throw tonight is good. Left-handed shooter. 54-29. Second free throw for the freshman is in and out, no good, I should say, and the rebound pulled in by Briley Yeager. Briley into the front court, throw it right side for Pauls. Skip it left wing to Gedkin, down to the corner, Kraus. Kraus dribbles through 2 defenders and draws a foul on the floor with 3:05 to go. Kylie Bergman gets her first. 3rd team foul on Mason City. Yeager to inbound from the baseline. Lobs it up top for Pauls. Back to Yeager, left baseline. Dribbles to the elbow, cut off, got it up top. Gedkin will launch a 3. Short off the rim, rebound tapped, and then controlled by Mason City. It's Bergman. Races into the front court right side. Goes in the corner for Kincaid. Back to the right wing for Abigail Latham. Goes underneath to Anna Latham on the block. Tried to feed Hardy. Ball is knocked loose. Cammie Pauls has a steal, trying to dribble through. Ball is picked up by Bergman, and then I think we get a tie up here. We do, and the arrow gives it back to Ottumwa. 2:38 to go. Pauls had a full head of steam trying to dribble that ball to control it. If she'd gotten past one more player, she'd have been in the clear, but Mason City had too many hands in there. Kraus bounces it way up top to Gedkin. Gedkin, pressured by Latham, but gets it right side to Kraus. Back to Gedkin in the midcourt circle. Lobs it right side for Kraus. Set a pick, open for 3. Count it! Camden Kraus with a 3-pointer, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. She's got 11 all in the second half, 54-32. Yeager nearly with a steal. Ball goes left side to Bergman across the timeline. Nearly at her pocket, picked again. Left side on the wing now to Hardy. Hardy trying to back down on Morgan. Gets it to a cutting Abigail Latham. Layup, no good. Rebound tapped. Latham gets it back off the ricochet, brings it out to the wing. Skips it right side to Bergman. Bergman trying to drive in. Kincaid not open underneath. Still has her dribble. Now drives baseline on Kraus. And they'll call Kraus for a blocking foul. Camden with her second, team foul number 3 on Ottumwa. 1:47 to go. Bulldogs down 54-32. Another line change for Mason City. We're going to have to figure out these 5 new players quickly. Ottumwa also with a lot of changes. Leah Baroma has checked in. Ilana Vasquez. See, Leah McKay has come in. And McKay deflects the inbounds pass. And she deflected the inbounds pass back off the Mason City player who was standing out of bounds, so McKay forces a turnover. Mason City, we've got Brogan Evans, a 5'4" sophomore. We have Savannah Davis, a 5'7" junior. Vasquez has it, swings it left side. That is Sydney Rockhold who's in. Now McKay driving in, a whistle before the shot, a foul on the floor on Mason City. Brogan Evans called for that foul, her first, of course, team foul number 4. Mason City also has Maggie Birding in, a 5'7" junior. Left side for Ottumwa is Baroma. Gets it back to Gedkin. Allie Gedkin drives left side, gets in the lane, and she's fouled, and Allie will shoot 2. See who this one's on.
That's the 5th team foul against Mason City.
Evans got her second foul. Gedkin at the line, hit her first 2 tonight, left that one short. I think the one Mason City player I haven't identified yet is Brooklyn Hawley, a 5'5" senior. Second free throw good for Gedkin. She's got 3 points. 54-33. Into the front court is Brogan Evans over to the right side. Ottumwa playing man-to-man. Lob to the elbow for Grayson Braun. Braun down to the baseline, nearly lost it. Pivots, looking for a cutter. And her pass stolen by Vasquez. Bulldogs 3-on-1 the other way. Vasquez down the middle, takes it all the way in. Runner too strong, and the rebound pulled in by Holly. Gets it ahead to Evans. And the long pass up ahead deflected by Gedkin. Then it went off the fingers of Braun and out of bounds. So Ottumwa will get it back. 55.4 seconds left. Ottumwa trailing 54-33 in a game that was decided entirely by the second quarter. 3 of the 4 quarters have been very close. The second quarter was certainly not. Gedkin up high. Mason City in a man-to-man now with their reserves. Gets it to Baroma, driving in. Layup, no. A lot of contact, no call. Rebound tapped out. It's out of bounds on the side. And they're going to give it back to Mason City. Boy, it really looked like that Maggie Birding batted it behind her and out of bounds on the sideline, but they give it back to the Riverhawks. Inbound to Evans. About a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Evans guarded by Gedkin. And Gedkin's going to be called for the hand check. That's her first, team foul number 4. So if Ottumwa commits another foul here, Mason City would shoot free throws. Hawley will throw the inbounds pass. .1 seconds left. Inbound to Evans up high on the right. Drives to the free throw line, tries to spin down the lane, kick it out right wing to Hawley. Brooklyn Hawley dribbles down to the baseline. She's cut off and called for a travel. 16.9 seconds left, maybe the last possession for Ottumwa here. Remember, our boys' game to follow. Inbound to Gedkin. Alley through the midcourt circle. Dribbles left, pulls up for a 3. Short off the rim. Rebound underneath to Rockhold. She's fouled, and Sydney will shoot 2 with 5.7 seconds to go. See who this one's on.
Evans called for the foul.
Evans has picked up 3 fouls here since coming in. Sydney Rockhold at the line, 1 of 2 on the season. The senior's first one here short off the rim. Seen a lot of that in this fourth quarter. And again, if you're not used to shooting in an arena like this, again, there is a lot of space behind the backboard. You're looking at a background a lot different than a gym. Second free throw, got it. Rockhold on the board, 54-34. And that should do it. Mason City will inbound. Evans will bring it into the front court. Lobs it underneath. Braun a turnaround jumper at the buzzer. No. And the final score, Mason City 54 and Ottumwa 34. We'll take 2 minutes, come back and get you the girls' game totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Opula with Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? You don't really want to cook? Stop in and see us. We are known for the best pizza in Southeast Iowa. Enjoy a mouth-watering steak or an awesome tenderloin. We also have salads, pasta, chicken and fish, and of course, amazing Greek food. Call ahead for carryout. Our full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you for making us your favorite restaurant. We look forward to serving you at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse.
Opa! Birthdays, ladies' night out, bachelor or bachelorette party, sports team, no matter what your special event or sport, at Graphics Masters, we can make you stand out. We offer custom apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, koozies, and more. We even make custom signage for your event. It's all here under one roof. We even offer auto detailing as well. Like Graphics Masters on Facebook to see some of our quality work, or stop into the shop located on Albia Road across from the BP. Graphics Masters, we print your words.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ, live video on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Special night broadcasting from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Our girls' game in the books. Ottumwa fell to Class 4A number 5 Mason City, 54-34. Very strange line score. Ottumwa outscored Mason City 9-7 in the first quarter. In the second half, it was a dead heat. Both teams scored 23 points in the second half. The second quarter was a difference. Ottumwa was outscored 24-2. And Mason City wins it by 20. Scoring in the game, Ottumwa led by Camden Krause, who had 11 points. Hunter Caldwell had 7, Maya Fuller with 6, Riley Heinbaugh with 4, Allie Gedkin with 3, Briley Yeager with 2, and Sydney Rockhold had 1 point. For Mason City, they were led by Michaela Trask, who had 13, Reggie Spots had 11, 9 for Anna Latham, 8 for Kelsey McDonough, 6 for Grace Birding, 4 for Jalen Falls, and 2 points for Isabel Hardy. Free throw shooting in the game, Ottumwa very good tonight in this big arena, 13 of 17 from the free throw line. Mason City was good in the first half, but only 4 of 10 in the second half. They finished 7 for 13 from the line. But Mason City improves to 9-1. They're also 3-0 against Iowa Alliance South teams in the crossover. They've beaten North and Hoover as well. Ottumwa falls to 5-2. They still lead the Iowa Alliance Conference South Division, of course. And tonight was our first crossover game against the North Division. We'll still have games against Ames, Marshalltown, and Waterloo East in crossover battles this year. But a good learning experience tonight for Ottumwa playing a top 5 team. They'll try to bounce back tomorrow night on the road at Des Moines Lincoln. Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg will come all the way up here to the broadcast platform and join us either during this break between games or during halftime of the boys' game. So right now we'll take a 3-minute timeout, and if Coach can make it all the way up here, we'll talk to him then. If not, we'll start getting you ready for the boys' game here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.